Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're watching from. Yes, welcome back to Sway. Yes, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I'm trying something different. I'm trying something different. As you can see, I got uh, I'm trying to make good use of my green screen for some things. Possibly, so if I do a live stream, you can see some. I'm trying to make this better, so please bear with me as I adjust my lighting on different videos to try different things. As always, I have my infamous colas and my cigarettes. So this one actually is a sparkling blackberry. Not bad, definitely not bad. A sparkling blackberry. No, they're not sponsoring me or anything. I just like it. It's not bad. All right, so before I get started, as most of you already know, the passing of Chadwick Boseman, aka the Black Panther, from cancer. I believe it was stage 3, stage 4, right? But he was a great actor. He's been in a lot of great movies. I mean, he's been in a lot of great movies that, a lot of us have enjoyed, really. And it's hard because even though I did not know him personally, but just in his work alone, he was very dedicated. This man was very dedicated to his acting, to his craft. So anybody that that's in the field of entertainment, whatever, you've heard about when Robin Williams passed away and what have you. I mean, Chadwick, he gave it his all the time. He was always giving it his all. Um, you know, um, I don't know what else to say. Just that my thoughts and prayers are with his friends and family, and to all the fans all over the world that enjoyed his acting, his style, and everything else that he's done for the world. So, uh, just rest in peace, Chadwick, and may you be in a better place right now. But okay, so on to what I'm going to talk about, right? This is like a part 2, or really a response video to my Emery Smith video. Okay, first and foremost, my videos, and I'll say this a lot, my videos tend to be just my opinion it's my opinion based on certain facts, certain information that I receive. Usually, depending on the information, it's information that I just recently received or I've been really investigating. If it's something that's recent, I will be investigating it further and further and further to try to give more information as the situation comes about. So, in the last video, when I talked about the gentleman of the channel, Points on the Curve, where he discusses some things on Emery Smith that I mean, here's my opinion about okay, again, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. That's fine. If you don't, that's fine. To each their own. My opinion about Emery Smith is that, okay, I'm gonna say like this. In the beginning, just like with all of these other insiders, okay. Number one, I don't believe everybody at face value. I don't. Okay, I'm even a skeptic into my own experiences, and I'll say that a lot. But Emery Smith, same thing with the Corey Good thing. I'm just listening to a story. I'm listening to a story. And for a while, he seemed kind of credible on certain things and what have you. But again, lacked evidence on a lot of things. So to me, as the time goes by within the couple years, he's full of shit, just like a lot of other people. It's that simple. In my opinion, that's my opinion. Until he has some sort of facts, like real, like documented proof of the stuff that he claims to have done. it's just another story. It's that simple. But what's going on behind the scenes? Again, and what's going on behind the scenes is, I was covering it in the other video, where the gentleman, where he made the claim that around the time his daughter was 14 years old, right? His daughter was 14 years old, and from that time, Emery Smith has secret contact until she was old enough to date him. Okay, so in other words, he's pretty much making the claim that Emery Smith groomed his daughter. He's making some other. Now, one of the things about this gentleman that I do respect about him is, that he says he has facts. He has facts and documents or whatever. He even puts a link to a lot of public documents and videos and what have you. I like his style where he says, "Look, you know what? I know I can't be sued for this, and I'm liable for whatever, blah blah blah." But he's putting this out there. Okay, I can respect that. Excuse me. Now again, I'm gonna take everything with and now as a dad myself, and my daughter is at that same age that his daughter was. When Emery Smith made that contact with her, for me that's where I'm like, wait a minute, he did what? Did he? And it's really interesting. It's really interesting because to me as a dad, it's I just that infuriated me. Let's be honest. I was in my feels, as they say, right? That infuriated me. Because not only is this guy full of shit, but he's also grooming and what have you. Okay. Now here's the crazy thing about it. Sometime shortly after that video, somebody they made a comment on my video. Now they erased the comment. On the video. Okay, they erased the comment on the video. But I got a screenshot of it. I don't know why they erased the comment, but hey, it is what it is. They erased it. So what I'm going to do, out of respect for this person who made a comment on my video, I'm going to block out their name and their picture on the comment, on the screenshot. Okay, so let's go to the comment. Okay, right there, you see it. It says, "Thanks for sharing this and your thoughts. From what I can see of the documents, it is all stuff that Emery has discussed in the past about his business and being sued by his partners." Okay, again, as I stated in the video, like as I stated in that video, like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. I don't know jack shit about law or really reading court documents. It kind of gives me a headache, But okay, that is what it is. Okay, that is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. And yes, I know. And from the previous videos that I have seen of Emery Smith, yeah, he has talked about being sued or taken to court and whatever. Okay. So, are these documents proving more? Here, the question is: are these And again, I'm gonna have to really look through this information that this gentleman put on the Dropbox. But are these documents even more proof that Emery Smith's full of shit type stuff? Now, I even remember where he's discussing that on the transcripts of one of the court cases where somebody made the claim, hey, he believes in UFOs, and then somebody chuckles or whatever, and from one of the videos that this gentleman has put, I think that document is in there, so I would have to look for it. So if anything, they corroborate each other. In my opinion, they corroborate each other that okay, at least court cases have happened. That Emery wasn't lying about that. Okay, okay, but was he lying about the reason why the court cases were there? Why they took place. Okay, anyway. Anyway, the videos look like disgruntled parents. He also openly talked about me. Okay, here's right here. This is the part. Here's the part that I'm laughing my ass off. Okay, where this person who made the comment made this comment about Emery Smith, where it says he has also openly talked about meeting his girlfriend when she was 14, and they communicated for years before dating. Okay. So I don't know if this person who made the comment, if they're an Emery Smith supporter or not, but you have to really kind of put everything together. Okay, you have to kind of really put everything together. Where here comes this gentleman right now. He basically stated. He said that his daughter was in pretty much secret communication with Emery Smith. Okay, that Emery Smith told his daughter to not tell her parents that they are communicating. Again, again, when I made that statement in the part 4 video, when I made the statement in that part 4 video, I said it sounds like he's a groomer, because that's what groomers do. They was, oh, don't tell your mom, don't tell your dad, don't just keep it between us, okay? So if anything, that this statement saying that Emery Smith said that he's pretty much admitted that he's been talking that he's since she was 14, sort of corroborates what this gentleman has been. It does corroborate, saying that yes, they've been in contact since she was 14 years old. Now the other part in the statement that he made was that he told her that to keep it a secret and whatever. Okay. So here's my thing. Here's my opinion on this. And again, I understand this is a sensitive topic. Especially with everything that's been going on throughout the years. But is there a copy of the emails that was sent between Emery Smith and his daughter Olivia, right? Is there I'm not gonna say screenshots per se or whatever, because screenshots, or at least a copy of the emails, of where Emery Smith told that to Olivia. And then that's even more evidence on his side, on this gentleman's side, where about that statement that he claimed. Because I already, by this statement here, by this person who commented on my video, basically say that this gentleman is correct. That this gentleman is correct, and his claim that Emery Smith's been talking to his daughter since she was 14. So, if anything, it corroborates that. Now, if anything, that shows me that shit, this guy was right. That guy was right. Oh my gosh. At least on that, okay? I'm not saying that he's correct on everything or whatever. I'm still looking into a lot of things, but at least it says to me, and this was after I posted my video. I was like, oh shit, he was definitely right on it. Fuck. It says, I didn't realize the father in the video shared here was about her. So it seemed that he was dating several girls and starting young. Yeah. but it is the same person, one person. What does it fucking matter if it was the same person? She was a minor, okay? I want you to really think about this, okay? It says, but it is the same person, one person. This says they have had a long-term relationship that lasted longer than marriages. Okay, again, what does that fucking matter? If Emery Smith groomed this young lady, Olivia, and again, I'm going by what this person is saying on top of what this Olivia's father is saying and what have you. It seems like shit. Now I got to look for these videos. Now I really got to look for these videos of Emery Smith where he talks about that. Hopefully I can. And if somebody finds those videos where he talks about where he met his girlfriend, send me the link to my email. My email will be in the description box below. Okay. All right. So, but what does it matter if it was the same person? Emery Smith. Okay. If all of this seems to be corroborating basically off that one statement that you just said. Again, I'm keeping your name private, but I have the original screenshot. I can go into, Anyway, so, shit. That's wrong. That's wrong. No ways about it. If he groomed her to what? That's just fucking wrong. That's a sign of a groomer. That's a sign of a pedophile. A pedophile who doesn't want to get in trouble, so he waits. I'm just saying, again, these are my opinion, but this is all based on everything that's kind of been shown in front of me and people are telling me whatever. It says right here, I don't recall which program that was, but it is there in video where he discusses how they met. Oh, I spilled some of this. Maybe the show that Olivia is the interviewing on him on. None of this has anything to do with his testimonies or refutes anything, and this is this family's. Hold on, let me move this a little bit. None of this has anything to do with his testimonies or refutes anything, and this is this family's private matter, and I won't be invading it. Even if these are public documents, I'm sure there is more to the story, but none of my business. Doesn't negate Emery's testimony or knowledge. Okay, first and foremost on that statement alone. I think Emery's a freaking crook. He's a fraud. That's what have you. I don't give a shit about if he actually has knowledge. I'm going to tell you this. I don't give a shit if he actually has knowledge. If he actually did perform over 3,000 tissue sample autopsy, whatever the fuck he was saying. I don't give a shit if he's actually met ETs or not. I don't give two flying fucks. I'm going to say it like that. I don't give two flying fucks. Because the fact is, if he did, at some point, the truth will come out. He's good. If he didn't, the truth is going to continue to come out and he's fucked. Okay? If he did it, he's going to be good. If he didn't do it, he's fucked. My concern is the fact that there's this accusation of him grooming a child. God only knows if he's going to do it again. Okay? So why does it matter to me? Again, I'm a dad. I think it would concern any parent out there that here comes this celebrity in the ufology community, right? Who's groomed the child and whatever. God only knows if he will do it again to another child, and this time he's even older. God only knows. Excuse me. God only knows if it will happen again. That's all I'm saying. We shit. If this now, if it turns out that it's false, that he didn't groom, then okay, I'll give him all that credit. But it's stacked against him right now. So here's another comment, and this comment was by my buddy Jesse. He's one of my biggest supporters. That he actually he follows all my channels. What up, Jesse? How you doing, bro? Of course, you said, Stina there. Hi, Stina. But anyway, Jesse says in the part 2, he mentions an arrest and that his daughter didn't contact him until 4 days after she was arrested. I thought people got one free call when they arrested. Okay, I'm assuming they get arrested. All right, so and we all know the story, right? We all get it, right? From the movies, right? From the movies. Again, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an attorney, I don't, what have you. And we see it from in the movies where it's like, okay, blah blah blah, right? Okay, so let's go to that video, and let me get myself smaller as I'm here. Let's go into that video. I found that spot where he says that. So
to pay his legal fees and kept most of it.
Okay.
Didn't pay a whole
Wow.
lot. So hopefully
Yep.
that sheds some light. There are there's a number of arrests, but
Okay.
there are 2 that are documented. One is from, I believe it was March of 2017, March 23rd. And if you look at the very bottom of that document, it shows that Emery was arrested for ketamine possession. My daughter's at that page as well. She was arrested with him, unbeknownst to her. He had this stuff, but she was in the driver's seat. And she got pretty upset when she discovered that this had all occurred. And I think there was probably a lot of slapping and craziness going on, but she was incarcerated as well. And that was in itself a pretty disturbing story, because she'd gone missing for 4 days, and she was incarcerated in mass lockup in jail, in Boulder County Jail. Emery had somehow managed to finagle his way out of jail, and so I did get a hold of him after repeatedly trying to find out what the hell was going on. On day 2, he answered his phone and told me my daughter was out and she would call me back, but she was shopping at Whole Foods. Well, no, she was in jail. She called me on her 4th day when she had been released to tell me what had transpired. That Emery had been arrested for possession of 7.1 grams of ketamine, Special K. She had been arrested for domestic violence, for hitting him in a bit of rage for his stupidity, and at the time Emery had been under the influence of alcohol, done a whole lot of horrible things. So, that shit show unfolded badly for her. This is a child who's never had a parking ticket, never been arrested, never been in.
All right, so let's. All right, so okay, I can. That's that part where my buddy Jesse was talking about, where she was in jail 4 days, blah 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 blah. Okay, hey, it is what it is, right? The question was, I thought they get a free phone call and all that. Again, I'm not a lawyer or what have you, but I did a Google search and some other things, and right on this website here, I want to make sure you're seeing it. Okay. All right, you're seeing it. Okay. Let me see if I can. 1 second. Let me try to. Fix this here so I can. It'll be easy. You can easily see it, right? Okay. So it says busting the one phone call jail myth. All right. So Hollywood is, if nothing else, consistent. Decades and decades of action and crime movies have helped perpetuate some of the most well. And this is from a law. This is from a law office. I'll put the link below on the description box as well as the video from the gentleman. But hold on. Anyway, decades of action and crime movies have helped perpetuate some of the most well-known and factually inaccurate myths about the criminal justice system. One of the most widely misunderstood myths is that of the one phone call from jail. The phone call from jail myth. Countless movies portray just arrested criminals going to a police station and immediately demanding their one phone call. It's become such a common trope that many people believe that they are legally entitled upon arrest to make a phone call from the police station to anyone they want. While this is a very convenient plot device for movies to introduce a new character to the story, often a lawyer, it has almost no basis in reality whatsoever. Getting arrested. So are people actually legally entitled to a phone call when they go to jail? No, absolutely not. The good news here is that in reality, someone who has just been arrested will potentially be able to make a phone call much sooner than when they get to the police station. Excuse me. A lot of what happens during and after an arrest has to do with the officer or officers who make the arrest. The other major factor is the type of crime. Finally, how the person being arrested behaves will often influence what accommodations an officer is willing to make for them. Generally speaking, the police will allow someone under arrest to contact a friend or family member via their mobile phone to alert them of what's going on. Affording a defendant this courtesy makes the police look good, which will hopefully translate into a little goodwill down the road. However, if the crime is violent or the person under arrest, if the crime is violent or the person under arrest resists and or is uncooperative, the police will probably skip offering them a phone call. Okay, again, this link will also be in the description box below, along with the video of the gentleman where he talks about that. Okay, so okay. I'm trying to see what's here. Hold on. Yeah, that was the Strava thing. Again, rest in peace. Rest in peace. All right, so let me put myself back up here. All right, so he said it himself that basically she got charged with. This is according to his words. According to his words, that she got charged with domestic violence because she was beating the holy hell out of him because of the special K, the ketamine, or whatever. Now on Twitter earlier today, my friend Stina, as she's investigating this as well, she made a comment on. She made a comment on this about being arrested for ketamine and all of that. So when if and when she puts a video out there, again, go to her channel, subscribe, right? Um, but there's going to be a lot of people covering this. Okay, there's truth seekers. There's going to be myself. CW is going to, he'll say some things. Stina Bobina, a lot of people. We're going to try to cover this as best as we can. Me, again, this is just more my opinion based on whatever's presented in front of me, and I'll try to investigate as much as I can. But again, she didn't get her phone call. Now, this is to assume because okay, yeah, I understand she was pissed off. Okay, if what he says is true, and if what this gentleman says about his daughter is true, she was pissed off. Hell, we would all be pissed the hell off if something like that happened, where our partner was, but and if she was violent, and he said it himself that she was violent and beating the ever loving hell out of Emery. So it could conclude that because of the violent crime that she partook in, as well as she was probably screaming her head off, and I mean, again, she, it's understandable why she would be pissed off. I would be too. Okay, but that would at least that would lead to a conclusion of, okay, that's why they didn't offer her the accommodation of a phone call, and why the father did not get a phone call from her until she was let out. So does it really prove or disprove anything? No, but I'm just kind of putting two and two together based on what he's saying, based on information that's available. Again, my friends, buddies, colleagues, they're investigating and they're finding out information. I'm gonna find out information. So, as far as the situation on any other reasons she was arrested and whatever, I'm not covering that today. Again, just pay attention to what everybody's saying. Everybody's gonna shed some light on a lot of this. Pay attention to what this gentleman is saying. Again, my main concern again is the fact that Emery groomed her from the age of 14, and based on the comment that was said earlier on my channel by this person who will remain anonymous, there's videos out there where he does talk about it. So I'm gonna look for the videos. If anybody knows where those videos are, whether it's YouTube or whatever, email it to me on my email. It's going to be in the description box below. It's really disturbing. It's really disturbing. I did go to the Dropbox download. I did, and there's two small videos or clips on this whole situation, and I want you all to see it yourselves. Now, for the sake of respecting this gentleman, and I blurred out his daughter's face, so let's just take a quick look on it.
You're a piece of shit. You're a total piece of shit.
John, Pierce and I are leaving.
Oh. They stole our money, Olivia.
No. God, what a fucking moron.
Are you nuts?
Well, you did.
Ow.
You took our money.
Hey, Emery,
You
get
took it-
this
you took
on
it- you
get
took
this
it.
on camera.
You took
Hey,
it.
Emery, did you not go to the Boulder court and tell them I was trying to kill you?
I don't know about
Well,
you.
yeah,
but
you
were
took-
high as fuck.
Good.
Good.
Tell him to come
We're
arrest
glad.
Emery
Tell him to
Smith.
come on
See
back.
Emery's fucking face right now.
You're a piece of shit. You're a total piece of shit.
I'm just
John,
gonna
Pierce and I are
complain
leaving.
for a little bit.
Oh. They stole our money, Olivia.
But listen to Emery. I mean,
Guys,
Emery
what a
sounds
fucking
like he's
nuts.
high 24/7. I'm
Well,
just
you
real.
did.
Ow.
You took,
You know, his
our
video.
money.
Hey, Emery.
Emery
You
sounds
took
Get
it.
this
You took
on.
it. You
Get
took
this
it.
on camera.
You took
Hey,
it.
Emery.
But, I
Did
mean,
you
look-
not
look
go
at
to the
his- look
Boulder
at his
court and
face.
tell them I was trying to
Look at
kill
his
you?
face.
Well, yeah, you
Now
took.
listening to everything.
Good.
He
Good.
looks tired.
Tell him to
you know?
come
We're
arrest
glad.
Emery
Tell him to
Smith.
come on back.
Emery's fucking face right now.
You're a piece of shit.
Just could.
I doubt he just woke up.
John, Pierce and I are leaving.
Oh.
All right, that's enough of that for now. But it's interesting. It's very interesting that how all of this is playing out. Okay, now I'm gonna try to remain objective on this. I'll try to remain objective on this. Am I gonna make another video on this topic? Possibly. I don't know. I'm just giving out my opinion, just based on what I'm seeing. But I would love to see more evidence. I would love to see if the email exchanges between his daughter Olivia and Emery Smith, if they've been categorized, documented, what have you. If there's a screenshot or something of all of that. On top of if I can find the video where he talks about where he met her and when she was 14, blah blah blah, and all that. Again, just on that comment alone, it shows just from somebody from on the outside of it as well. Somebody on the outside who commented on my video, then deleted it, who said, "Hey, look, he even said it, blah blah blah." It just, you know. Let's just see. What I will always say is make up your own damn mind. Never, take everything with a grain of salt. Take everything with a grain of salt, and do more research. Like I said, these are just my opinions based on the facts that I have at hand, and I'll keep, if I have to keep making opinion pieces or whatever, then I will. And but the fact for me is the facts are, as far as me, as far as I'm concerned, we have to remain objective. I mean, again, personally, I think Emery Smith is full of shit on his claims and his knowledge. I mean, is it possible that he did do some things? Yes, but it's also possible that Corey Good could have been in the secret space program, even though there's a lot of evidence against him that he's not. Is it possible that I was in a secret space program? Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? But the facts is that you have to remain objective. You have to be willing to take in new information. Right now, as a dad, I'm pissed off because Emery Smith is at a celebrity level, and how many young kids are trying to follow ufology, and they're getting into the Emery Smiths, they're getting into the Corey Goods, they're getting into these superstars in ufology. And if Emery Smith already did this once, unless somebody stops him, but again, let's try to get all the information that we can. Okay, let's try to get all the information that we can. This gentleman, you know what? To me, just based on certain things alone, he's credible right now. So I wish him the very best. I wish him, that a lot of luck. And again, as a dad, I understand. As a dad, I understand why he's doing what he's doing, especially if some, all this shit happened, and fuck, again, he stated that eventually his daughter will come out and say some things or what have you. So let's pay attention to that. Don't judge a book by its cover. Pay attention to everything. And if it is true, and if it is 100% true that about Emery Smith then he needs to get some help. He he needed to get some help some time ago because of his addictions, because but everything else, he needs to get some help. He needs to step out of the limelight for a while or altogether. Um, there, I don't know what else to say really, but just for the sake of being kind to one another, just for the sake of loving your fellow man. Let's whatever you believe in, even let's pray for them. If you don't believe in anything, just send positive thoughts, positive energies their way, so all of this can get resolved one way or the other. Where that's, in my opinion, that's the best thing that can happen, where all of this gets resolved. uh, Everybody gets the help that they need to get, whatever it is that needs to happen. All right. So until next time, just remember, I love each and every one of you. Peace.